What's up, YouTube? It's your boy, Iamcharliep, and I'm back here with another video. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and join the team. You know what I'm saying? Leave a comment down below. Let me know if you're new here. Hey, the channel's been growing traction. I've been uploading every day, whether it's a short or a video. I'm telling you guys, I'm going strong. 30 days. This whole month of June, I'm going strong. My birthday next month. I'll be 32 years old in July. Trying to go up. You know what I'm saying? So if you like what you see, please hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. I've been trucking almost 2 years in October. I've been on this DG account for a year and a half now. So if you thinking about joining the DG account, you know, go to my channel and I got a lot of videos that I probably answer a lot of your questions. Or you can leave a comment down below in this video and let me know what you want to know, and I'll refer you back to the video, or if it's something easy and simple, I'll just type it out and just tell you. You know what I'm saying? But this video right here is how to be successful fresh out of CDL school. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people get out of CDL school and they fail, and a lot of people are not strong enough to keep pushing. You know what I'm saying? I'm one of those guys that sometimes it's okay to say this ain't it. You know what I'm saying? I'm a person that likes to keep going. Like, I'm gonna keep digging and digging and digging and digging until I get it. But sometimes it's like you got a truck and it's two-wheel drive and you're in the grass and it's muddy. You just keep hitting the gas and the hole just keep getting deeper and deeper and deeper. Sometimes it's okay to be like, you know what, it's time to switch my avenue, or it's time to ask for help. You know what I'm saying? I'm a person that really don't ask for help because that's just how I was raised. I don't say how I was raised, it's just the situation of how I was raised, the environment. I just grew up in a survival mode instinct. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that's the healthiest, you know what I'm saying? But a lot of people get out in this trucking world and they go to CDL school, and a lot of people tell them they have to go OTR. And when I went to CDL school, a lot of people told me I had to go OTR. A lot of people told me I had to get the manual, you know, or you're not a real trucker if you don't get the manual. So I just want to let like new drivers and stuff know, because I got the automatic restriction. You know what I'm saying? Like, depends on what you're trying to do, you know, they really don't matter. Like, most of all these companies who want automatic. If you're not trying to do like no heavy haul, long haul, heavy hauling, like just working for a small private company that, you know, stuff like that, they got like those manuals of car hauling, because I think majority of car hauling they want manual. They want you to have a manual, even though a lot of their trucks are automatic. But some companies do prefer you to have a manual to separate the people that got the automatic restriction. So you kind of got to look at those aspects of, if you choose to go the automatic restriction route, you got to figure out what avenue is the best. Like anything like food service, touch freight, this DG account, Walmart, majority of the mega carriers, with the Class A, I'll say that Class A, because I got a CDL Class A, as you guys can see. I got the Cascadia right now, but I did have a P. But you know, you have to weigh your options out. But if you get the manual, you more prone to, you know, being able to do a lot more things like car hauling and stuff. Like, companies won't look over you because you don't have that, you know, restriction. But this is the thing that sucks, is because a lot of people, they got that, they don't have the restriction, but majority of these companies got automatic. But if your truck go down or anything like that, they make you drive a manual, and you only learn to drive the manual just to pass the class, pass for the test, you know, you're gonna mess yourself up out here. So to be successful, you just gotta weigh your options out. You just gotta look at everything, step back and look at everything. Like, you don't always gotta have the manual, you don't always gotta go TR. But just know, fresh out of school, without going with no experience, you most likely gonna either have to go to food service. Food service, a lot of food service take people like Cisco, Gordon, US Food, PFG. A lot of them, they'll take you with no experience. You know what I'm saying? But you gonna work though. Hey, you gonna work there. I feel like they work harder than me, and that's why I be like, yeah. And you know, they make more than me. You know what I'm saying? But if I became a lead, I'd make just about what they make. But they make more than me. But they like how this freezer is in this trailer. That's how they whole trailer is. It's by the pieces. So I got roll containers and the pieces, but the pieces for each store is different. Like the most I done had for one store is like 800 pieces. And I only had like, in that time I had like 2 stores because it was remodels. And like I said, bro, I really only done remodels about 3 or 4 times on this account in about a year and a half. I only done about 3 or 4 remodels. And not every remodel is 800 pieces. Some remodels is 600 pieces, some of them 700. You know what I'm saying? It just depends, you know what I'm saying? Like how big the store is. But back to what I was saying about being successful in fresh out of school is you just gotta weigh your options, man. You can't be too quick out here because this is a doggy dog world, this trucking, and this trucking don't care nothing about you. And I just want to say, a lot of young people, and I know I'm a millennial, and I know a lot of people are Gen Zs after me, and you know they getting into trucking, and I just know that a lot of Gen Zs was raised different, like they raised kind of, you know, spoiled, you know what I'm saying? So I just want to like let these new dudes that's coming up know that they're not finna hold your hand out here in this trucking world, bro. They not. You gonna have to know for yourself when it's time to shift, when it's time to pivot, because they not gonna. If you gonna sit there and just take $200 every week, $300 every week OTR, they ain't gonna say nothing to you. They ain't gonna be like, well, you know what? You know I've been making that much money. Let's make you more money. No, you gonna have to know when to pivot. So, my key factors is that I like to look at is weigh your options out. See, me, I didn't know nobody that was in trucking when I first started. You know what I'm saying? I just knew whatever people told me at CDL school, you need to go OTR. OTR is the most companies not going to take you unless you got OTR experience. And, you know, that somewhat is true, but they got regional accounts that you be home like every weekend and stuff like that. Like one dude that I went to school with, so I got my CDL before him, like 2 weeks before him, because he went on a cruise right after when we was supposed to graduate, he went on a cruise, so he basically got pushed back. He waited out. I went to Stevens, he waited it out, and then he came, because I wanted to originally come to Warner, but Warner didn't have no accounts or nothing, they said at the time. And then he waited, so about a month later, because I ended up going to Stevens in October, he ended up coming to Warner in like December or something like that. And he was on a Walmart account. He was on, you know, he didn't go OTR. Bro, I went to like Cali, Nebraska, everything on the West Coast besides the West North. The furthest West North I've been was Utah, the top of Utah. They almost sent me to Idaho, but California, anything California, New Mexico, Arizona, Texas, like all that over there, I done been. Really everything at the bottom, from the west to the south, I done been. And I've been South Carolina, North Carolina, Pennsylvania, New York, New Jersey, Illinois, Ohio, Michigan, Nebraska, St. Louis, not St. Louis, I drove through St. Louis. St. Louis, that's Illinois, I think. I don't know what, I be forgetting, but like I said, I've been to a lot of them states, bro. Like, so the dude, he didn't go OTR, so he don't got a lot of experience that I got of, like, you know, just some of the stuff that OTR people, like a lot of stuff that I do now, I don't have to do the same thing I did when I was OTR. And it's just, you just gotta know, if you do this and then you decide to go to OTR, it's gonna be a lot different. You know what I'm saying? Not that much different, but it's gonna be some changes, you know, parking and stuff like that. Like I park at these DG stores, like OTR, you gotta, like right now it's 538. You cutting it close on parking at like Love's, anywhere. Like, you know, if it's get anything past 6 or 7, bro, you ain't finna find nowhere to park. You might get lucky, somebody might leave out, but that's how you be successful, bro. You gotta just weigh your options out. You just gotta know what your game plan is. Like, I understand everybody get in the truck and they want to make money. That's the number one thing. Everybody want to make money, but you gotta somewhat gotta have a passion for driving, or somewhat actually working. It'll be easy to eliminate what you want, like to process what you want. You know what I'm saying? If you don't like touching the freight, all right, cool. You need to be able to dropping hooks, regional accounts, because local accounts dropping hooks, bro, you're gonna have some experience. And then if you do find one that's dropping hook local, they ain't gonna really pay nothing. But like I said, it just depends on your situation. So everybody's situation is different. So if your situation is single with no kids and you young, you know, you got you a cool little apartment or something like that, you can make you $24, $25, $26 an hour. I think Amazon, they pay like 26, I think, where I'm at. That's not enough for me, you know what I'm saying? I got a family, I got a 2-year-old and a wife. That ain't enough for me. So really it all depends on your options. Like I said, like how your lifestyle is. If you got a real lavish life, yeah, you're gonna be struggling trying to find something to make money. Definitely if you don't want to touch no freight. Like, I just feel like if you got a family and you want to touch the freight, you either want to be home on the weekend or you want to be home every day. You can go, like I said, to this DG account, Family Dollars account. Like a lot of them, mostly they be home on the weekend. But if you want to be home every day and still make money, go to them Cisco, Gordon, US Foods, PFG, all them, you know what I'm saying? So they got ways you can make money, but you gonna have to work. You know what I'm saying? If you scared to work, bro, and you want a lot of money, see, and then OTR, it fluctuates too much for me, man. So you go out, these companies, they'll lie to you, bro. That's another thing, bro. These companies will lie to you. Don't listen to them. If they say they guarantee you this every week, bro, when they say they guarantee you that, they have so many stipulations. Like Stevens had $1,000 a week, but you have to hit like 3,000 miles or something, not have no breakdown, not have this, not have that. But they don't tell you that until you get there. They say, oh man, you guaranteed $1,000 a week. Then they add all those stipulations. Then they will sometimes let you hit it. Sometimes they won't. It depends on your load. Like, yeah, thanks to a lot of other drivers, bro. You're not finna be the only one. You're not finna be anything special. So I just want people to know that when you get out here and you try to be demanding and you try to, oh, that ain't right, that ain't right. They don't care. They got other drivers. They got drivers coming in every week. They don't care about you complaining. So you have to be beneficial to wherever you at. You just got to be beneficial. Now, I'm not saying be stupid, let them run over you or whatever. I work here. You feel me? I don't mind. I worked at every job. I always been. I'm not saying a favorite, but I just been somebody that's reliable. And that's the thing that you want to be. You want to be reliable when we're doing anything in life. You want to be reliable, because the reliable and dependable, like depend on, like they know if they give me a load, I can run it. Even if it's late, they know I'm gonna get it done. You feel me? Yeah, it may suck. I might, say something. I'm human, but it's gonna get done. Some people they BS around. They do all that, so they not gonna really mess with you. Your transportation managers, your driver managers, and all them, they in control of how many miles you give. They know, they can depend on you. They gonna mess with you. I promise you, they gonna mess with you, bro. So I got no complaints. So don't get out here. You ain't proved yourself out here, and you demanding a whole lot. They ain't gonna care. They ain't gonna care. So that's pretty much it, man. Like I said, if you got any questions on like what avenue you should take and stuff like that, you in CDL school, or you may just got out of CDL school, you may be at your first job or something like that, and you got a lot of questions and concerns, because there's only so much I can say on these videos, because I can't hit everybody. I mean, but everybody can comment down below and let me know, if they have an issue. Or you can DM me. If you don't want to put it in the comments, bro, you can DM me on Instagram at Iamcharliep_YouTube. You can DM me there and we can talk privately. You know what I'm saying? I'm here to help a lot of people out, because that's the thing, bro. This trucking is a dog world. Like I said, I didn't have nobody to help me, bro. So I don't mind helping people because I know how it is, man. I almost gave up on it, man. Like, my son was 5 months at the time, man, and I just wasn't making no money, bro, and I was gone. Like, I didn't get to be around my family, man. Nobody was helping me, bro. Like, I struggled, bro. I was stealing out of love stores and everything, bro, for food, bro. Like, I was down bad, bro, and like, I done been down bad before, but that's a different down bad when you got a family, man, and you know you can't do nothing, and you miles away. I'm in California, I'm in Texas, I'm in all these places, and I'm broke. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to figure out how I can be able to get the money for my rent, so my wife and my son have something over their head. You know what I'm saying? So, bro, I done been down, bro. Like, I done been down, and it's like, I'm actually doing good, and you know, I feel like God gave me that gift to, you know, help other people out, and I don't mind that. So, like I said, if you got any questions or concerns, like I said, you can hit my Instagram up. It's in the link on my channel. Iamcharliep_YouTube, or you can leave it a comment down below. I will respond. I respond to everybody. If you positive, if you say anything negative, I don't really be paying you no mind. But if you made it this far, you looking for some advice or some information, you know what I'm saying? Or you really rock with me, you know what I'm saying? So that's pretty much it, man. Like I said, I'm sitting there chilling. I'm about to eat something and lay down, because I ain't got to deliver to this store till like 7, 8 in the morning. So I'm finna play my game and probably call my wife or something like that. But that's it. Hit me up, man, if you got any questions, concern. But hit that like button, hit that subscribe button too, man. Don't be just commenting you ain't supporting the team, man. Be sure to hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and hype up this video, and let's get this video out there. It's your boy, Iamcharliep, and I'm out.